This one's from your mailbag, and I'm curious. What do you think Tommy Rees is looking for in a quarterback?
Yeah, it starts with decision making. He was asked that question, and that's what he said, and it lines up with what Shadur Sanders said at the Shrine Bowl that that's the number one thing that he does well, and it's the number one thing for a quarterback. And I don't think anybody with the Browns would argue that. Um, it's an interesting discussion when you start ranking what's important after decision making. You have accuracy, arm strength, the ability to scramble. All those things are important for a quarterback, but I do think it starts with making good decisions. And that's what Reese said. And I think that's the number one thing that we're looking for, whether it's free agency or the draft.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, and the mobility thing is a lot of people. You want a guy that can move around in the pocket, that can sense where, and a feel for where pressure is coming from. There are some college quarterbacks you watch, and it's like, ooh, he just doesn't. Some guys have that ability to be, there's pressure coming from over here. I got to move a little bit. I think that's an underrated skill set for an NFL quarterback.
I'd agree with you. And I think there's two different pieces. There's what you just said. And we saw Joe Flacco do that at the end of 2023, where he could just fade in the pocket and give himself time. I remember, I think it was Njoku on a fourth down crosser, or maybe it was David Bell, or both of them, where he just buys that extra split second. Or you slide to your left, or you step up. We see the great ones do that. Drew Brees, Tom Brady was always, great at that. And then you have and it's super important. And I don't think Deshaun Watson, I think that was one of his weaknesses. He didn't have a great feel for the pocket. It was a lot of times he's trying to bail. He didn't stay within the pocket and give himself the extra second to get the throw. And then you have the component of this guy can be a threat in the run game. And the more we see today's NFL, the more you see of that. And we saw it a ton in the playoffs where you get the third and short, fourth and short, and you figure out a way to your quarterback figures out a way to pick up that first down. So I think ideally you find a quarterback who has both those mobility, athleticism abilities,
Yeah,
qualities.
I agree. And if you're going to make me choose one, I'd like the sense in the pocket. And you mentioned Brady, and that's kind of what I was thinking when I was saying that as well.